And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to Sean Cassell, morning fam. And please hit the like button as you join the live. First one in this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards, the school teachers, the garbage truck drivers. Shout out to, don't matter what your profession is, really. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel. Shout out to the police and the soldier. Shout out, no, I can't say shout out to the thief. Them going to look work. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Watch out. I didn't realize I left the chat open this morning. I had no intentions of doing so. Let me put these glasses on before them bright lights are blind me in here, please. These are not tested glasses. These are blockers for lights. You need them. Anyhow, listen up. Give thanks. Thank you for being here. And I see a lot of names in here that are in gray. Those are the people who they don't have membership to this channel. I'll make sure that the channel, the chat is closed tomorrow morning. I accidentally left the chat open just now. I had no intentions of doing so, but it's gone already and I can't change it. And that's what it is, right? So let's take this one as a freebie and come on in and enjoy the morning. Please keep it respectful because the people who are here with their names in green, for some reason, they always keep it respectful, even when they don't disagree. I mean, even when they don't agree. So, yeah, the cat, get out, beast boy. I'm trying to set up the thing and probably hit the wrong button or something. As soon as I came on this morning, I was going to say it's a closed chat. It's a family affair. But I started seeing the names popping up in gray. So welcome in and welcome in. All right. No long talking this morning because as you can see, we didn't go live at 6 o'clock and 6:30. We went live at 7:25, 7:30 this morning, right? Which is somewhere around the other times we used to go live. I don't know if you can tell, but I am working with the time, like trying to see where is really the best time. Sometimes I go live real early and the videos, they get engagement, but I don't know if because the videos are so long and people are so attention span short kind of thing, that a 3 hour live is not hitting the way where I want it to hit, right? This is something behind the scenes. I'm not tell you the full 100, but I'm trying to do something to see something. So work with me. It's going to be 6:30 sometime. It's going to be 7:30 sometimes. Sometimes it's going to be a solid 1 hour live, 8 till 9. That's it. These kind of things. But we'll be here as often as we can be here. All right. From the UK, Great Britain, Esme Morgan, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Shout out to all my people in green, with Sean Cassell being the first one in this morning that said, please hit the like button as soon as you enter the live. It's simple and easy to do, right? 258 people in here already, and we have 53 likes. Just go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Hit the like button, please. And thank you in advance. No? Okay. I got some. I got 57. Okay, no, we got 73. Like me, I forgot to do this every morning because they're going to be like, okay, he's not going to start till we hit the live. So hit the like. Hit the like. Oh, no, I hit the like because I don't want me to start. Now I see why Ninja Man used to get on his live and he used to be like, send out the hearts, send out the hearts, send out the hearts. It was all to do with algorithm. Send out the hearts, send out the hearts. And he wouldn't start until he got to a certain number. It's the same reason why you see your favorite person who do their lives get on the live and all they're doing is just chewing gum for the first 5 minutes of the live, just and looking at the screen. Yeah, all right. But don't talk about it. And they keep doing that, right? I forget the people them to do what they're supposed to do before you start. All right. So now we're at 112 from 53. Thumbs up. We're at 284 people in. We're not gonna hold you Seeing we're not going to hold you. We're at 114. Thank you for continuing to hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate it greatly. Don't make me stay here and just chew gum, because I will. 219. I need one more. I'm going to start. All right. SeatNet 229. Let's get started. That kind of felt good. Live through Erica TV. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. All right, let's get started. So, this morning, every time I talk about men knowing their worth and this kind of stuff, that you can watch the number of people in the room. It will go from like 328, which it is now, to about 150. And like, soon as I start, the first sentence in, 150 from 220, 233 or something. So, but those are one of the things we are going to talk about this morning as well, yeah? Because somebody needs to empower our brothers, and we need to create this brotherhood. You know, matter of fact, I was thinking about starting a men's evening or a men's meeting. So anytime I do this live, it will be about men, and it will be about man topics, man problems, man concerns, and empowering each other. You know why I thought about that? I thought about that because when I was growing up with my grandparents, you know, them used to go to church. The church was across the street from my house. I can literally fling a stone and lick the church. It's right across the street from my house, right? So them church me to death, and church me back to life, and church me to death again. But I remember the church having women's meeting or women's night, and my grandmother would go with all the other women in the community, and then they would have men's meeting and men's night, and all the men in the community and my grandfather, they would show up at that church. So I'm now a grown man, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm not reach grandfather yet, but you know, it's good to start early. So how about we do a men's empowerment? I don't know, we can call it men's evening, men's meeting part 1, men's meeting part 2. I'm working on it. The name. Once we get the name solidified, we're going to go. All right. And these lives, I'm asking the women can join, but it won't be about you. You can sit on the outskirts and watch if you want, but it won't be about you. And there's no way for me to control if it's a man or a woman is going to join the live. Anyways, so it's not like I can tell you this is going to be for men only. The women can be there, but just remember, it's not going to be about you. And you might hear things that you don't like, or you might see things that you don't like. Because some of you are very testy, right? And nobody can tell you nothing. And no man can't tell me nothing. So we don't want the attitude there. But the brother them need to be empowered. And I think we're going to be doing that right there. Right? Good idea? Good idea? Yes. Virtuous Fire, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Kai Tai Jai, Empress, and Missy Brum Brum. Vicky! Victory, Vicky, you were missed yesterday. People were asking for you. They're like, where's Vicky? I wonder where Vicky there. I said, I don't know. She probably had to go to work extra early or something. No? All right. Live through Erica TV. June O'Brien says no. No. What are the no's for? What would they know them for? Don't do no man meeting. Call it man up. Chrisean Jones says, call it man up. I like that. Let me write that down. Hold on there. Well, give me a name there for the man's. Because that's how my other channel was named. By the way, the name of the other channel is Brain. May I spell it right? That's all. In the comment section. That's it. Brain Flow TV. And it was named by the audience. So for our men's sessions, well, we shouldn't call it wife in our men's sessions there. Which so for our men's meeting, we get a one name, Man Up. Let me write that down. Man Up. All right. Kai Jai says, wife in a hey, hold on no. Men's Forum. Inga Baby 51 says Men's Forum. Let me write that down. Men's Forum. Interesting. I got Man Up and I got Men's Forum. I don't know. Give me one more. 3 to consider. I need one more. I need some crowd participation this morning. 3 to man time. Man time sound like a woman I go sleep with her man or go spend time with her hubby. Man time. If a woman say I need some man time, man can't walk around and say I need some man time. That's all. Them I go why with that. We can't walk around saying I need some man time. If a woman say I need some man time, we know right away what that means. So I don't think we can do the man time thing. Joe Grind says brother time. Joe Grind, watch all your name now. You need to come at the meeting, Joe Grind. Look on your name, Joe Grind. Men for us. Men for us. Ross. People, please understand that I am a Jamaican, I am a Caribbean man. So watch some of these names you're giving me, right? Men for us. That sounds more like it would fit a woman's group. Man time. I need some man time. And those are men for us. These are things that a man cannot say, right? So watch the meaning in them thing here. Brothers enlightenment. Unstoppable Josh says brothers enlightenment. All right. Mega start sound like red pill, blue pill, or one of those kind of podcasts. Brothers enlightenment. What men think. What men think. Jesus. Me don't know. Because that kind of pigeonholes it into just talking about things that men think. Well, that could be a good thing. And then the woman could listen to here and see what. But we might give it too much because they don't give us all of their secrets. So stay there. Stay there. I think them tell we everything. Them tell we everything. Men in charge. Well, on there. Men in charge. I like this one. I like this one for sure. All right. Vicky Victory says stand up. Stand up. I like that one there too. Cause me say up, right? So if I go tell the man them to stand up now, me like that. Let me see. Monument. Missy Brom says, no, sir. No, sis, listen. Monument. So a monument. My Jamaican people are very funny. All right. Then we take things out of context really quickly. Men's World. Man for Rule Forum. Beast Boy says Man for Rule Forum. Call it the Man for Rule Forum. Man for Rule. Man for Rule Forum. Rotted. Man for Rule for. Then you're going to have two madded sister come over there. But man for rule what? No man can rule me. Good as man. British Jamaican girl says good as man. No! Why? Good as man. Lord God. Let me write it down anyway. Good as man. Me not reject no. Me I take all of them into consideration. Good as man. Bros Corner. Bros Corner. I'm thinking marketability too, right? And I'm thinking scaling. I'm not just thinking Caribbean men. I'm thinking men, period. So, we have a men's forum. I'm gone with that. I'm already men's corner, men moment, manor yard, management check. Management check. Brother talk. Big man thing. Bunches said big man. Big. Is that what you want? Yeah, you want big man thing. It's big man thing you want. Boy, man a man. Yeah, and some men need to be taught how to be men. Real man empowerment. Real man empowerment podcast. Let me see. Real man empowerment podcast or empowerment. Real man empowerment. Inspirational link up. Now, inspirational link up. May I write that down? But that can be for anybody. I need something that applies to the bros. May I start this? May I talk about soon enough? Soon. I'm talking about soon as within the next 24 to 48 hours soon. Or maybe I need to dedicate like my Sunday morning to this. Something that will set it apart from the rest. Right? No jellyback. Yo, Cooling with the Crosby says no jellyback. Man walk straight. Live through Erica TV. Man walk straight. Marilyn Grant says just men. That kind of have a saucy kind of to it. Just men. Well, Gallus Central. No, Beast Boy, we can't do that. We can't do that. It's gonna be something that is progressive and productive. You know, Gallus are not nothing progressive and productive. As fun as it may be, until it's not fun anymore. But we're not promote that one there. Men are kings. Men are kings podcast. Men are kings podcast. Men are kings. Men are kings. Men are kings. Let me see. Winsome Lewis says men are kings. And I'm gonna take one more. One more on my brother's keeper. Ooh. There might be one out there already like that though. My brother's keeper. Have you ever tuned into the My Brother's Keeper podcast? Yo, you need to check it out. Now I talk to myself, man. I say how it I go translate, how it sound when somebody else has said, yo, tune into the My Brother's Keeper podcast and it's live. Yo, I'm talking about, it's a forum for men. And they, all right, sound kind of good. All right. Man mentor. Men empowerment, straight men's. Oh Lord, my brother's keeper is my brother's keeper or thinking man. You ever tuned into the Thinking Man podcast? Ooh, that's fire! I'm loving two of them right now. Thinking Man and my brother's keeper. It's all right. We're not gonna do no more. We're not overwhelm me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you greatly. A good way to start out this morning. See, future hussy. No, sir. We'll stop. Stop right there, sir. Don't give me no more. I think I wrote down about 20 just now. Men, no. Don't give me any more. Stop right there. I wrote down about 20 just now. I am already in love with two. May I tell you which the two it is? Thinking Man and My Brother's Keeper. Those two I'm in love with. Just because of the marketability of it and because of the international appeal to it. It crosses all boundaries. My Brother's Keeper. My Brother's Keeper kind of have like a biblical tone to it, some righteousness to it, but we are going to go in there and talk about things them. My Brother's Keeper, right? And then Thinking Man's podcast. Yes, these are men that actually think. Them not just do and follow. They think. Thinking Man's podcast. That's dope. All right. I appreciate you. When you see me come on with the thing, you will know which one it is. All right. Big up on yourself. My baby. my baby. Oh, what is that? Is that your slippers? Oh, is that your slippers? Oh, my baby. Are you running? Oh, don't run, baby. Slow down. My baby is running. I bought him under that game. For those of you who didn't see the video, Backers are going hard. For those of you who remember it, Backers are going hard in the background, and my man is so oblivious. These are things we're going to talk about on when we do the men's meeting thing. Yeah, some always so oblivious and real yam root, real big yam, not yam head, real big yam root. Oh, what is that sound? Is that your slippers? Oh, are you running? You're running. Are you running to make fufu for daddy? My baby is running. Don't run, baby. Don't hurt yourself. I don't want you to fall. My baby. And she did talk about. I have to call you back. Oh, to call you back, okay? Okay. My baby. No, girl, take you for fool, Switch it up. Stop. All right. So here we are this morning, right? We're going to talk about the man them and, empowering themselves. I'll give you a short run this morning. Murder is trending in Jamaica. I know nobody wants to talk about it, but we have to do the hard work, the groundwork, right? Murder is trending. Yesterday, Jamaica was rocked. Well, Clarendon, my place, was rocked with another triple murder yesterday. So murder is trending, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, but not without talking about Jamaica's roads and driving in Jamaica. I know some people say, SouFlo, I will never drive in Jamaica. Me? That's why I make sure me have somebody me pay for drive me around, but I'm not driving there because it's dangerous. Well, we're going to talk about that because some numbers just came in yesterday, and we realized that from January 1st to October 2nd, over 300 people have been killed on the roads in Jamaica. I'm not talking about gunman kill. Me I talk about accident kill. Speeding and don't care. Fast and furious, my boss. Yeah. And kill off themselves and kill off other people. Over 300. So we've hit the 300 mark and passed it as of October 2nd. Today is October the 5th. And from the 2nd to the 5th, there were a couple more accidents with more death. So you see how this is going. So I think we have to talk about that, right? As a person who visits the island quite often and drive around by myself all the time, we have to talk about that. Right. Johnny Black says drunk driving, do it. And Dorothy T says, I hear the taxi drivers are the worst. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Hold on there. And then there's Beachy Stout trial update. One of the witnesses in Beachy Stout trial has testified now that I lied. I lied to the detectives. We're going to find out what the lie was and what else did he testify about, because he testified some new information that was published to us as well. Yeah. Things are going. So where do we start? Do we start with the Jamaica roads? Oh, there's one more. And you see Chrisean rock on the front of the icon for this video. The topic for that one is it pays to be ratchet. It pays to be ratchet. You know, a lot of people are talking about how these new young wave of women in entertainment is a bad influence on our young ladies, and it's a bad representation for, say, the black women across the world, because that's how a lot of people across the world know the women, is they've never been to this side of the world. So the way how they get to know you is through these videos and, you know, these reality shows and stuff that have gone out into the world, and they swear that that's how you act. When I was in Germany, that's exactly how the women thought that American women were. And when they wanted an American man, they would start to take on those mannerisms. So that is how they actually see you and believe that that's who you are, right? But I'm trying to tell you that ratchetness pays. That's why they're getting ratchet. And I have a good example of it for you here this morning. So that's one of the topics as well. Where do we start? You have 60 seconds. I'm going to sip my warm water and lime. Kaz Robinson says Jamaica roads. You want to start with Jamaica roads? Crystal G says most of the drivers buy their last night supermarket, Kaz Robinson is the only one that says where do we start. So, and we have 40 seconds and we are going. Let's skip this ad. It pays to be ratchet. 1, Jamaica roads. 2, and the murder in Clarendon. 3, Beachy roads. Well, I know all pays about the dollar. Keep going. Beachy Stout, Beachy roads. Okay, so it looks like it's gonna be Beachy or roads. Roads. I'm seeing more roads than anything else though. Roads. Oops, another Beachy. More roads. Beach therapy. Branch therapy. Wait, they're gonna live says roads. Audrey says Beachy. Angel D says Beachy. Branches says ratchet. Beachy again. Marie Johnson, Beachy. Rhodes, Virtuous Fire, Beachy, Rhodes. Rosalind Michael says Rhodes. Beachy. Anthony says Beachy, Rhodes, Beachy, Rhodes. Oh no, kill me! Beachy, Rhodes. I think it's even. Rhodes. Jesus Christ, watch it. Rhodes. Okay, Rhodes it is. You can't beat that. Rhodes. Serenity, Joe Grind, Rhodes. Joe Grind put in Rhodes 3 times, you know. Epic B says Rhodes, Drogan. Oh, Drogan again with Rhodes. Oh, guess what? Beachy it is. So we're gonna start out with Beachy. Drogan put in Rhodes about 50 times by himself. Hold on now. We could start out with the Beachy case. Is Rhodes the Beachy? We're gonna start out with the Beachy case. So Beachy, as you know, for those of you who don't know, we have to do this dry part all the time. This is Beachy Stout Mcdonald, or Everton Beachy Stout Mcdonald, a prominent businessman from Portland, Jamaica. Listen up. A prominent businessman from Portland, Jamaica, who is very rich and wealthy. Not your average boy rich and money long, rich, old money rich, Beachy. And his younger wife, Tanya, who could have been his granddaughter, for all intended purposes, she was killed. And it is said that he was the one that orchestrated her killing. And he is now on trial for that. Now, we have put out information before that was released to us how he did find pictures of her in compromising positions and, naked and twerking and all these things what women do, some women anyway. And he was very embarrassed. And based on the fact that I'm a big, heavy tapanaris man and somebody is shaming him like that, he might have orchestrated for his wife to be killed. He also was orchestrating for her to be acid, burn her face off, burn off the face of the man that was with her in those pictures in his house as well. And then that would be the punishment. But then he went further because it did a bubble up in him. So himself, forget. I don't want acid nobody in this time. I want to kill them. Right? So there it goes. A man's scorn. I guess a man's scorn is just as dangerous as a woman's scorn. People always say, oh, a woman's scorn, you haven't seen anything yet. I think a man's scorn could also be the same thing. I guess. But anyhow, this is where it reached now with the witness giving testimony. The witness claims that they were in fear of Beachy. And because they were so in fear of him, it caused them to give a false testimony. I broke it down in a freaking man bed, bright. Yeah, Vicky, you can imagine? In a man bed, of all places. Could I go to one hotel, man? But anyhow, you know what's funny though? It's the same thing what happened to his son, to the father. And the irony of all this is that she and the son's wife, their age group and they are good friends, were age group and good friends. And both of them got killed. She apparently or allegedly got killed by the father, and our friend got killed by the son. I can say got killed by the son because he admitted it, and he's doing his 25 years in a Texas prison. That's Andre McDonald and Andreen McDonald. Andreen McDonald was a very good friend with Tonya. Tonya's last trip to Jamaica, they took pictures, posted the pictures online. That picture was their last picture together, and they both got killed right after. It was her and her standing together with her child in the middle, right? So how ironic. I wonder to myself sometimes, what was their conversation between each other as friends? Because it has come to light, it was proven that the son, female wife, did not kill him with bun. It was proven that she was being unfaithful. She ended up admitting it. She admitted it in writing, and they played it, right? And she admitted it in voice notes. So the father get bun, the son get bun. We can't hear you. How you can't hear me? I'm buffering. Somebody says no sound. It's starting to freeze. We can't hear you. Go out and come back in. Perlis123 says, go out and come back in. I think she chose a policeman in the hopes of being protected, but he didn't have enough rank. Crystal G says, I think so too. But that is around the time when the gunman phase was, because I remember saying something on a comment. I said, gunman, I want to sing about gunman in she hole, she like that. And remember that song there? Gunman in she hole, she like that. And I put a comment up and I said, a gunman on the want, I want to make song, I want to love the song. And a lady said, SouFLo, they're not necessarily talking about gunmen as in the men who tote a gun and kill people, like for no reason, criminals. They think about it. Men in uniform like police and soldier, them carry gun too. So they are included. So maybe she want a soldier or she want a police, right? She feel protected. Gunman in she hole, she like that. So I say, okay, it makes sense. So you might be on point. You might be on point with that one. Interference to the broadcast. Somebody says you disappeared. No sound or picture. June O'Brien says. Really? All right, listen. I'm getting a whole lot of complaints. We're having tumultuous weather here in this part of Florida. So that might be affecting it. I have to pause for a minute before I go into this testimony. And I want the people them to tell me if we're good to go or not. Mr. Bram says you're good from my ends. Marcia Grant says there's no sound. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. For all the people who says there's no sound, the rest of the people are saying you need to go out and come back in. So try going out, but if me I said no sound, they're not gonna hear me saying go out and come back in, right? You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good for me. Good, good, good. All right, listen. Enough people say it's good. The rest of them have to go figure it out. Please write in the comment section. Let me write it for them. If you are not good, go out and come back in. Watch me type like secretary. Oh. I did go to typing class, you know. It's one of the things that I brag about. That I did go to typing class when I was in school. All my friends was like, man, that's for women. That's for secretaries and whatnot. I ain't going to no typing class. I went to typing class. Me used to like in there because a whole heap of girl in there. And it was an elective. So you could select it if you want to, or you could choose something else. My brethren them choose other things, other classes, man, go on a woodwork shop, and all these things. I was none of them there. I didn't want to be no mechanic. I didn't want to be no tile layer. I didn't want to be any of those. I didn't want to do something that is soft. Now I walk out my back. That way when we reach 50, my back still good. And these things. Anyhow, so I'm a good typer. Back to the story now. So a former employee. No. Back to what we were saying before. I can't imagine what the conversation must have been like between those two young ladies. One knowing that she's with the son and it's not really where she wants to be. And the other one knowing that she's with the father. Did they talk to each other before they did this? And one said, you take the father. Me don't want him too old. Me take the son. Me don't want him neither, but some benefits come with it. I don't know. Because the irony of how this all ended up, right? Father and son get charged for both of them wife murder, and both wives are friends. And they live in different countries. So it's not like them sit them and hang out with them all the time. They hadn't seen them in years. Joe Grant said, bun hot enough. bun because people for murder. You listen, it's not only men. It's not only men. This thing about, the men do it all the time and the women don't do anything. That's a lie, especially here in America. Maybe I need to cover more of those stories. But the woman them in America no ramp for dash for the man them when time them find out that the man is cheating on these things. All who know look when SouFLo being SouFLo run away. Mr. Bram says, thank you. Thank you. So the former employee of Portland businessman Everton Beachy Stout Mcdonald claimed that he lied to the police in his first statement because he said that he did not want to meet the same fate or similar fate to some of the co-workers that he had worked with at Beachy Stout's business who had crossed the boss. I didn't want to meet their fate. They suffered, is what he said. So he was so afraid of him that when the police came, he lied. He said, I lied in the first statement based on witnessing things that he had done to other workers. The witness said during a cross-examination by the prosecutor when they were asked yesterday in court why he had to lie to the police during the ongoing trial into the death of Tonya McDonald, who is the former wife of Everton Beachy Stout Mcdonald. Why you lie to the police? Because I'm afraid of him. And me never want to meet the same fate as the other co-worker them were cross the boss. Yo, them suffer, you know? They suffered. Whatever that means. The witness who previously testified that, so this is the first witness who previously testified that he and Beachy Stout shared a father-son relationship and that he was his right-hand man. He, however, did not provide further details on what he had witnessed Beachy Stout do to these other workers. All he would say is, them suffer. And I did not want to meet the same fate. But when asked to expound upon it, what do you mean them suffer? Him kill any of them? Him beat up anybody? Did he order any beatings for anybody? Like, what do you mean by suffer? Clarify for us. The witness said, well, just say, them suffer. That's it. He gonna have to give me some more. And in order for them to use that as against him, there more would be better. More would be better. But there are a lot of people who are talking now in this case who don't really want to talk. So they're mincing words. Just like how the first jurors ran away or got in there and said, I can't raise my hand and swear because it's against my religion and swearing and all these stuff. They had to get a whole new jury. Yesterday, while undergoing cross-examinations from Beachy Stout's lawyer, Christopher Townsend, the witness admitted that he had lied to the police in his first statement. That's a big strike. That's a big good look for Beachy, because now they can say, well, he's not trustworthy because first him tell me something else. Now him come back and say he lied because he was scared. But after him see how long Beachy locked up for and he wasn't a threat to him anymore, he felt like he needed to talk. He, however, claimed that the second statement that he gave to the police, that one was truthful. Beachy Stout Mcdonald and his co-accused Oscar Barnes are currently on trial in the Home Circuit Court for the murder of 32-year-old businesswoman Tanya McDonald. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think, how old is Beachy? Isn't he 71? And Tanya was 30 something. Well, if she's 30, yeah, she was 32 at the time of her death. 69 or 71, something up there. So 69 or 71, and you're with a 31-year-old. So you could safely say that she was, they were about 3 decades and change apart. But talk about this all the time, you know. And I say, ladies, it might sound good for you to go jump with a older man, and that's fine. I'm in love with a man who is twice my age. I don't know what. And remember that song there with Shabba Ranks? I go jubby jubby. So a long time it go on. Woman want man twice them age and these things long time. But when it get to be like 3 times and 4 times your age, then you're running into some problems. Because as you quint like this, you know, old age I got really take him. And remember, old age is for everybody. Old man water crash. Missy Bro said, old man water crash. All ages for everybody. So the man are gonna get old way faster than you. And it might look attractive today, right? But remember, say you're still way young. And you're gonna be out there and still having a whole lot of advances towards you still. And you have to can stand the temptation. Yeah. I say it like this. If you going for 30, 40 years, you're senior, God go with you. God go with you. And ain't too many people do that with a righteous intention in mind anyways. It's like, man, everybody likes a sugar daddy until it's time to marry the sugar daddy. Then, you know, it's like roll the stone and you want him or you want me. I don't want him. You want him. Well, okay, roll the dice and see if, okay, you take him. Me don't want him. You know, or everybody likes a sugar daddy until it's time to give up the sugar. And to give up the sugar continuously. It's like, ew, girl, me just hold my nose and do it. I don't know, because we don't find nothing attractive about him, but, you know, the money good. And him treat me good and him funny and these things. Sugar daddy turns salt. Sugar daddy turns salt. The real message is, sugar and salt often looks the same. That's the real message. And sugar kill too, Joe Grind. Sugar kill too. So anyhow, Tanya was found in our car. We already know all that the condition in which she was found. It wasn't pretty. It was horrible. You know, multiple stab wounds, neck cut, blood everywhere, car bun up, she bun up, all these things. So the witness who claimed that he initially initially did not like Tanya. When Beachy first brought her to the business, he said he didn't like her. And he didn't like her because he knew the first wife. And he used to work at the business with the first wife. And it was around them times that Beachy give him some money and said, go get a cell phone and bring the fancy cell phone come. And then instructed him to hand it to Tanya. He had brought Tanya to the business and introduced her, right? But he only introduced her as a little friend. And he must say the little friend never have a phone, so I buy her a phone. And this witness said, well, he thought that was just it. After the first wife passed, now he brought her back to the business, introduced her as Mrs. McDonald, as wifey. And then she started working at the business. So I'm saying never liked her at first. But he had eventually bonded with her after a while. Was arrested and charged with accessory to murder after her death. After a while, he bonded with her. The witness who claimed that he initially did not like Tanya but had eventually bonded with her after a while was arrested and charged with accessory to murder after her death. This is the same witness. He was arrested and charged with accessory to murder because police them I say, you knew a lot and you weren't saying anything. You were probably even a part of the planning. So him get caught to accessory to murder after the fact. I don't know how. After the fact would mean that I helped somehow. I didn't help to kill the person, but I did help to dispose of the body, or I gave the person a ride in the car and we took the body somewhere and they disposed of it. That's how you get accessory after the fact. I don't know how him get accessory after the fact. However, the court heard that he struck a plea deal with the prosecution, and then he gave them a second statement. Now y'all see why this might not fly in court. It wasn't until after he got a plea deal that he changed his story. Beachy's lawyers are going to eat that up in court. They're going to say, listen, so him tell me one thing first, right? And when him get charged with accessory, him change him story to how bad of a man Mr. Beachy Stout is and how him did plan for burn up our face with acid and how him did instruct them for kill her and me overhear things and me just never say nothing and all this. Where's all that coming from now? Is that part of honoring your plea deal so you can cut time for yourself and not do any prison time? Or is this the truth you're telling this time since you lied to us the last time? You see what I'm saying? Damn it, man. So I'm telling y'all, everybody who's out here saying, yes, and forget life in a prison and never come out, watch how this play out. Watch how, I'm learning now. I've known it before, but watching this trial, watching even the trial for, what's that rapper name that's on trial right now? The YW Melly trial. I'm learning more and more, say, boy, is what can be proven in court, who can be discredited in court. It ain't necessarily if you're innocent or guilty. And that's how it stays. The witness also rejected a suggestion that he never showed the police where he had destroyed several phones and had thrown away a gun that Beachy had given him. I him give the testimony. See, if you're going to come to court, right, and you say, SouFLo gave me 6 cell phones for Dashway and a handgun, an illegal gun. It's good you're saying that, but my lawyers are going to say, okay, where did you throw them away at? Do you have any proof that this actually happened? Or is it the plea deal that you're trying to keep yourself out of jail? You see, if you can't say, yes, me did bury them around a Mas Zaki, down a which part the Yam Hill them there, me can go dig them up and show you right now. If it ain't that, if you can't find them nowhere, this just becomes a word of mouth. You see it? I know some people right now are like, oh, damn, Beach might actually beat this and walk. Yeah. as intriguing and as convincing as these testimonies sound, there has to be proof behind them. You can't just show up and say the man give you 6 cell phone for that way and a handgun. So the witness rejected it when Beachy's lawyer said, "Where are they? Where did you throw them? Oh, remember, you haven't given us any proof that that actually happened." That's all I'm about to say. Oh, your story sounds very intriguing, but just remember, sir, you haven't given us any proof as to if that actually really happened. All right? All right. Damn. So the witness also insisted. He said, "I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth about being shown the naked pictures of Tanya by her husband. Remember, him did say, Mr. Beachy Stout called me and the security that was on duty that day into him office because he was that upset. And him pull out the picture of them. And him say, look upon this. Look upon this embarrassment here. I saw this girl have me out here embarrass me." And he said, at first glance, he could recognize it was Tanya. So him turned him head like, "I didn't want to look." They said, "Why didn't you want to look?" He said, "Because it was Tanya McDonald, his wife, and she was naked. So you know your boss, I show you a picture of his wife naked. You know who she is. Now you see her naked, you're like, I don't want to see that." And what did he say to you? He said, "Me fi open my eye them and look." And what did you do? Me open my eye them and I looked. And what was it? It was her. And she was naked in the picture of them. And this is the pictures that we're talking about from before, right? Pictures that were found with policeman and the policeman, the man house and all these things. He actually had these proof, according to the witness. The witness objected to the suggestion that he had never shown the picture where the guns and the cell phone, where the gun and the several cell phones were. And he insisted that he was telling the truth about everything else. The pictures of Tanya that Mr. Beachy Stout showed her. What they're trying to do here is this. They're trying to establish a motive for him killing her. Beachy to this day is still saying, "I don't have nothing to do with it. This boy who telling about me instruct him and paid $1 million and how him watch her get stabbed up, they did that on their own. That don't have nothing to do with me. Them a try sink me. I don't know who come up with this conspiracy, but they're trying to sink me. I don't have anything to do with it. Them kill my wife. And now they must prove that what he's saying is true or what he's saying is a lie. If you're innocent in court until proven guilty, right? So them have to go prove, say, him do this. The witness is being discredited. The witness gave a completely different story before. And then the witness got picked up, arrested and charged with accessory after the fact of murder. And then the witness gave another story in a plea deal to not get no prison time, gave another story. And the other story was completely different from the first story. They're eating that up, man. They're going to eat that up. But this is Jamaica Live Through Erica TV says. Live Through Erica TV says it's all about evidence and what you can prove in a court of law according to the law of the land. Absolutely. Now, yeah, him said him look on the naked picture and see that it was the wife. He looked. He was forced to look by Mr. Beachy Stout. Now, if my wife out there and she had do things and naked pictures start surfacing to a place where I can access them, I don't think I would have called anybody else to tell them to come look at to come look at this, you know. But then again, you might, because you might be thinking, damn, how many other people that know me already seen these and them just a pass and a laugh. You know, when you're done wrong like that, not to say he was right if he did kill her, but when you're done wrong like that, it kind of does something to your brain, you know, because you start looking back and thinking, and you're like, I wonder why Mark did a laugh so much Monday when me I talk to him. I mean, notice him a laugh harder than usual, and me I ask him what's so funny, and him I say, no, nothing. Me soon tell you, man. I wonder if at that, you start to go back and research, like, is everybody who was interacting with me already know about this? Cause you that they are wife up the woman, you know. And somebody else is dragging it. Or dragging her. There was no conversation between you and Mr. Mack about him burning up his wife. You lie, is what Mr. Townsend, one of Beachy Stout's attorneys, attacked the witness by saying. Remember when him said the first plan was to burn up her face and disfigure her, and burn up the policeman's face and disfigure him, and make the two of them burn up, go live together. They can have each other. So the attorney jumped on him in court and said, you lie. You haven't showed us any proof about no gun and no sick cell phone. You lie because your story wasn't the same from your original story. You lie because there was no conversation between you and Mr. Mack, Beachy Stout, about burning up his wife's face. The witness shout out, I wasn't telling a lie. I was telling the truth. I don't agree with you. Neither did Mr. Mack tell you that he wanted to kill anybody. You lie. This cross-examination is serious, you know. He said, no, sir. He told me about several people that he wanted to kill. Yo, the witness said, he told me about several. Forget Tanya and the police. Forget about her and forget about his wife and the sideman police. He told me about several people that he wanted to kill. Go back to the initial sentence of starting this testimony. What did he say? What happened to all those other people? All I can say is them suffer. They suffered. And I didn't want to meet the same fate as them. Magnet Fish says, how the lawyer know that this is a lie? Well, Magnet Fish, hear this. In court, the lawyer's job is to make it look like a lie, even if it's the truth. If I was your attorney, my job is to discredit the people that are prosecuting you and to punch as many holes in their story as possible and to make their theory or story look like a whole lie. That's the only way I'm going to get my client off. We can't go in there agreeing. We can't even go in there and say, well, there's a possibility that that could be. No, we have to go in there discrediting. You're lying. You lied. And now they have proof that you lied. How you know I'm lying? Because you lied on your first statement. Duh. As somebody would have said, no, I would be very cynical and very out of character as a liar. How you know that me I lie then? Oh, because do I need to pull up your first statement and put it together with the second statement? You just admitted that you lied on the first statement, albeit you said you lied because you were afraid of the man, the monster, Mr. Beachy Stout, my client. But your story is that you're afraid, so you lied. But the truth is that you yourself got caught up on a charge, right? And the charge was accessory to murder after the fact. So you're afraid of prison. And they gave you a deal, did they not? Did they give you a deal or not? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Did your story change from what you first said to what you are saying now? Yes or no? Yes, but no buts. Your story changed after they gave you a deal. That's it. That's it. His lawyers are gonna have a field day in there. I told y'all before, I said if he gets found guilty, it's gonna be of a way lesser charge than what we think it is. And for his first wife murder, he's gonna beat that one. Watch and see. Watch and see. I could bet. If I was a betting man, I would bet. But me not like spend money, and me not like you lose money. So me not bet nobody. It'll just be a friendly banter bet for you to come back and say, wow, SouFlo, you read that one here good. Watch. The lawyer shouted, there was no conversation between you and Mr. Mack. You lie about burning up his wife. And there was nothing between you and Mr. Mac about him wanting to kill anybody. You lied. He said, no, sir. He told me about, matter of fact, he told me about several people that he wanted to kill. All right. Yo, that brother has to forget the wife and the side man as several people. But before completing his cross-examination, the witness rejected a suggestion that all that he said in the evidence implicating Beachy was a lie. So basically, the attorney is saying, you lie, you lie, you lie, you lie, Your Honor. Lie, lie. We just point out 4 instances where he lied. And is this somebody that we're going to hold as credible against my client? Proven lie after lie after lie. That's how it's gonna go. Gone. Him up there said, me never lie. I wasn't lying. I the truth me I tell. All him right now must afraid, you know. Because he's like, Rachet, me come up here, come testify, thinking, say, it was going to be a cakewalk and the man are going to be gone for life and me safe. This Rachet man might get out. Me have to say more now if keep him in. So no, it wasn't about the wife and the policeman alone. He told me about several people he wanted to kill. Now his attorney could have fun with that. Look at him, Your Honor. He's now building more on it because he realizes that the lies he told before were not enough. Now he's told you about several people that he wanted to kill. Okay, sir. You can I'm finished, Your Honor. You can step down. Hi. Boy. Meanwhile, further, during yesterday's proceedings, the court heard that Tonya, the wife, she suffered 10 knife wounds, 10 stabs, and a throat cut. The details of how she was done. 10 stab in her chest, you know. Blood, fire. She never stand a chance. Mr. Bram said, Bill a tune. Me never lie. But sing it to somebody else. They did her dirty. The court learned yesterday through the proceedings that she suffered 10 knife stabs, including her getting her throat cut. The knife wounds were mainly to her upper body, and she also had burns to her chest and a punctured trachea. Damn. After her postmortem report, which was agreed by the defense and the prosecution, was read into evidence, a contract killer who was already given 19 years and 10 months for his role that he played in this, because him turned state's witness and testified against Beachy already. This is the only one that I said they're going to use against Beachy Stout, and it's solid. It's solid only because the courts can't make themselves look bad. So how can you take the testimony of the individual and use it against the person, but let the person go, but imprison the person who told you? You understand? They have to use this against Beachy as well, because them use it against the man and him get 19 years. Andrea Sherver says, you sound like a preacher this morning. Oh boy. The contract killer already got 19 years, and he is supposed to serve 10 of those 19 years. And then he will be eligible for parole. For a gruesome murder like that. 10 stab wounds to the chest, neck cut, burnt. And I'll be out in 10. But they took his testimony, I think, because they wanted to seal up this case against Beachy, and the more evidence, the better. But remember, a confession without any solid proof. And I believe they found the money as well. Yes, because he turned the money over to them. This is the money him did give it. But my lawyers can say, you got that money from anywhere. Who paid you to frame my client? Who paid you to frame my client? Me, if I'm an attorney, I go in there and say, Your Honor, listen, my client is a very successful businessman. And as you know, In Jamaica, you can be a target if you are a very successful businessman, from people wanting your business, place of business, your properties that you own, from people wanting just to step in the space that you have, to have the same clientele that you have, make the kind of money you have. So people just outright wanting to hurt you, from people wanting to extort you and you're refusing to pay. This isn't the first time we've seen families harmed because the businessman wasn't willing to pay an extortion. So I'm willing to ask these guys, who told you to do this to my client? Who is paying you to help frame him? May I tell you right now, you know? Anyhow, him liar them going there like that. And straight up did not admit a damn thing. Him a go walk. Mr. Bram said, Beachy soon draw a wheelchair. Boy, them have some wicked people on Master God Lancer. Boy, June, you know, murder people for no reason, you know, the poor girl. I mean, yeah, they have proof, allegedly, that she was out there doing things and whatever, and she get catch and this and that. Them say, I used to pay a man for follow her. Even this person who is testifying now said him pay people for follow her all the time. Follow her, and that wasn't the first time I heard it. I didn't hear it from him first. I heard it before from other sources. All the time. So he always knew that she was giving him bun. And he used to cuss her and then fight about it. And when they come to the business, them wouldn't speak to each other. But him did still want her come there, come work. I guess that was a way of knowing where she was at all day. And the witness said got to the point where he built a special office in the business for her to go work in that office there. Because I don't want to see her, but him want her there. You see, Brockman don't have time for them. There's something there, you know. Brockman don't have no time to build no extra place to put you in so I can watch you all day and see what you're doing. We just have to take we bun when we get we bun. And then we find out we leave or something like that. But this whole relationship seem, you can see the manipulation in it, according to the testimony, allegedly. You can see the manipulation in it, or the attempted manipulation, from both angles. Here's a man that is way older, who them say body parts not working properly, who was still trying to hold on to what he had, which is his woman. And here's a much younger female who probably in the prime of our life. She's 30-something. She ready. And you can't do nothing. But it's beyond that, though. It's the intentions that the person has. And this person don't look like them did have any, it's me and you, babe, for the rest of life, till death do us part, for real. It don't look like this was the motive. The motive looked like it was, me I gotta live a good life, a luxury life too. And if I gotta be with this old man to do it, then so be it. But you know, when the front itch and scratch and want something and it start jump, me go find somebody put in the work. Listen, I don't want to talk too bad about Tanya, because I know she have family out there and everything, and I would hate, may I tell them for just tune out, but sometimes I'm talking about the rumors that are out there, right? Like if you watch the first video I did on this, where I released the voice note, and the voice note came from one of Tanya's friend. That person actually also showed the video of when Beachy called the policeman, and the policeman answered thinking it was Tanya calling. Beachy used Tanya's phone, call him, and he answered the FaceTime. And when he answered the FaceTime, he said Beachy face pan it and him hang up. You should have call again, please. So when him answered him, see the man face. Take him wife phone, call the man. The man answer, because I'm a girl, I call, my side chick, I call. The man, the wife, for me, I dig out, I call. Answer it, whoops. And there was Beachy on it, and him hang it up back quick. But not before he could have said something. When I forget what him said. But go watch the first video. I think the first video on this on SouFLoTV, I don't remember how much it have, but It's up there. The voice note is also in that first video. She said, Tanya, wicked. She wicked. Me not lie. She am a friend and everything, but God knows. And she talked about Dollar Coin and the boy with it beat her and rip off her wig at town and all these things. Yeah. So it was well known that she was out there doing her thing. But oh, what a tangled web we weave, boy. When first we practice to deceive. That's why I tell people, say don't tell lie no, because if I tell a lie, you have to go back up your lie with a next lie. Then you have to go remember which part you did tell the lie and what exactly you did say. Because anybody you tell a story that to them, I go hear it a second time and say, but I don't say him did say the first time. You liar, deal. But them now tell you, they'll just catch it as that boy a lie. Not go say no. So instead of doing that, just tell the truth and done. Because no matter how many times you tell it, it's still going to be the same way. And you don't have to worry about, damn, what the hell did I say happened the last time? Missy Bram said all them girls are not safe when Beachy come out. May I tell you, enough people worried right now. If they're paying attention. So after the postmortem, which was agreed by defense and prosecution, was read into evidence. So they both sides agreed to read that into evidence, and that's where they heard about what happened. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How are you doing this morning?
Not too bad. Hope all is well.
Yes, sir. All is well.
You know, pertaining to the Beachy Stout case, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've never believed in the dynamic of a woman dating twice her age or 3 times her age. You know.
Well, you said that shouldn't be. You don't
Well,
co-sign that.
In my opinion, no.
Right.
Because if she's 31 or 32, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's 70 or 71, you know, people talk about love and whatever, you know.
Right.
What do they have in common? You talk about compatibility in relationships, right? We talk about sex. If you talk to any relationship experts, they tell you how sex is one of the most important things in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
And men are visual creatures, as we all know.
Mm-hmm.
So when you reach at a certain age and your body's not working,
like it used to,
a woman will have to seek the service elsewhere. She's not going to tell you that, oh, I love you, Beatrice, love you. Nah, forget about the sex, man. You know.
But don't you think that a good woman who knows can calculate all this from the beginning already is prepared herself for that? And then she'll be faithful. You don't believe so?
Because
you don't believe so?
They're lacking something. She's yearning for that affection, that intimacy.
But
in
the
bedroom.
Affection and intimacy, I know, is not that something there. Affection and intimacy are the hugging and the kissing and the closeness and the whispering.
Intimacy within. Remember, say you have intimacy within sex, you know.
Yeah, true that too. So some slow whining or something and
she's lacking that. So the man can be good as he can be, good as new, right? Good as glue, right? If you have all the money in the world, SouFLo, and he's lacking in that department, she's going to seek the service elsewhere. That's why I always say to people, even other than the sex, SouFLo, what do women at that tender age, that young, have in common to men that are much older than them?
Not much.
There's nothing in common.
Not much.
Physically, there's nothing in common because everybody can move up and down certain way. Certain things that you want to do, he's not capable of doing because he's coming to the end of his lifespan. Certain things you want to do, you don't want to do it. That's too boring to you. You get me? I say?
Yeah.
Some of the things that you want to do, him done gone through that, him live out them life experiences. And I feel a lot of the times with these older men who end up, doing these type of, things to these females, I feel it comes from a sense of entitlement as well as they're possessive. And human beings SouFLo have these psychological traits about them that if you don't know how to mend them from early and control yourself and control your mind, you will go into a spiral and you will do these type of crazy things where you end up, paying people to murder people because you feel betrayed, etc. And listen, SouFLo, make sure now so you have a lot to lose in life, SouFlo. You have your family, you have your children to take care of. So certain things you're more stable in your mind to think about before you even do them. Where some people, SouFlo, they might not to lose. SouFlo, you ever see the actions of some people? When a man go and buy and drink and go into the car and drive and go crash kill off a family, you think that the man have nothing to lose, SouFlo? In make up his mind.
So I'm dead. Even if he have stuff to lose, him we still throw it all away.
Yeah, because I'm probably stressed. SouFlo, some people stressed to the point where they don't even want to wake up tomorrow, because there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Trust me,
Yeah, me know. Because clinical depression is exactly like that.
And when people have money in a SouFlo, let me tell you, if you look at children are the most important beings on earth, because what is saying God, once a child, I'm SouFlo, let me tell you. Twice a child.
Yeah, once a man, twice a child.
All right, let me tell you this, SouFlo.
Yeah.
If you look at some traits of children, when children have certain bad traits about them, you as the parents have to mend those traits and break them out and teach them what is right from wrong.
See.
If these children grow up into adulthood, they'll carry these traits and they'll carry these psychological traits about them, thinking it is right when it is bad. And it is not good for human interaction. That's why as parents, it is important to train up a child in the way he should go.
Right.
You see me? And right. Not for the biblical scripture, it has everything to do with morals and values.
What to your wife then? Train up a child in the way he should grow and all these things.
With Beachy and his psychological traits and whatever. When he was probably younger, he was always probably the possessive type, you see me I say? And if I text him and he get angry. So he's probably been this way from the beginning of life. And if you look at some of those children, SouFlo, them angry with life, you see me I say? Them angry with everyone. So when they get much older and people betray them, SouFlo, when they have money and these stuff, them things, so them can willingly get away with a lot of these things.
But I think there's an embarrassment factor to this though, Papa.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah, I think there's an embarrassment. You know, we have a saying in Jamaica where it says shame broke neck. I think there's an embarrassment factor to this. Yeah, that trumps all that other stuff.
Just to end this and make it continue. I think I'm not a betting man also. But if I was supposed to bet, I believe we'll get off on technicality. Because I don't believe in the Jamaican justice system. They're not staunch in how they give justice, especially to women in the country. I've seen that throughout
years. Those who are abusers of women.
Yes. Yeah. I don't think they're staunch defenders of women in these cases. Isn't it? Enough man get off of the SouFlo, and even if them get a couple years, or probably 10 years or 15 years, and they never serve the world. You see what I said?
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate what happened to our SouFlo, and life is funny how she passed off, and then the friend that is married to the son.
The irony. That's what I say. A lot of people that went over a lot of people's head. The irony of that. There are two friends from way back when them grew up together. They're the same age group, right? And one went to marry the son and one went to marry the father. And the father and the son end up killing the two friends. That is the irony of that alone. Allegedly on Beachy Park.
The apple not fall too far from the tree, but bless up.
Manners. All right, sir. So, yeah. Nice talk to the little brother there every now and then, no? All right, so the irony, me see in the comment section, hear this. Where do I start? Vicky says elderly abuse, momentary insanity, and embarrassment or embarrassing events and shame. That's a whole lot. Missy Brum says swing pan the chandelier, back it up in the kitchen, bathroom, veranda. Lord God, old man can't bend up everywhere, so leave them alone. Don't go after them pension. Can I tell you, sir, that? Well, I don't know. I'm not going to say nothing about that. I ain't going to say nothing about that. LA says, my friend said she just turned back way, so she don't have to look on him face. But you see them kind of something, yeah? Fellas, this is what we have to look forward to. If you're not lucky in your wife from now, And all if you're lucky in your wife and no master, she get, you get up in her age and she decides the hole is still good and the pole is not. So, the hole is always working on it, so the hole can take any pole, but the pole, your pole is broken, so you have to go. And it can reach this for you too. This could be a long-term wife, but the chances are less. Because usually when a woman invests so much into, that's another thing which I wanted to talk about is like men have to be more wiser. That's why I feel like we need the men's meeting thing. Because listen, you have to be more wiser. If you are a man who has established yourself financially and other ways, right? People know who you are, your businesses are booming, financially, money ain't a problem to you, and all this. And then you got invite some woman into your life now to just come, what? Come just living at this, come just soak up the whole of this. She's not giving you any children, right? She barely want to work with you upon anything. She always out and about with one of the car them and gone, just living her life. There's no benefits in that. That should tell you already that this is not somebody that you're going to do the long haul stuff with. If you've already established yourself and a woman bring more to what you have, then that's somebody you could build with, right? She have some, me have some, whether you have more as the man and she have little bit, she still brings something. Or if she came with ambition and drive and she can actually multiply where you have, but she have to contribute. That's the word. And I wouldn't advise no man to take up no woman and put them in no lap of luxury, especially if you're way older than she is. You're a stepping stone. You are a stepping stone. You are a plan to get to a next level. You're not the forever guy. Okay? And either way you take it, chances are more than likely you really ain't the forever guy. Especially if you're like 30, 40 years older. You're really not the forever guy. When she is 30, you'll be 60, 70 years old. When she like 40 years old and still I tell people about, you won't believe my age. I'm 40. And people have said, damn, you lying. You look like about 29, 30, 32 at the most. She still I look good. She still take care of herself. She's off your dime because you have her living good. She didn't have to go do the rat race, wake up every day, fill out job application, look work, all these things. She not stress out. She's living nice and comfortable off your dime. That's how wait for your dead, basically. Old age is gonna take you out and she'll still be in her prime. You see what I'm saying? So it's you have to choose wisely when you're choosing women. For us, we tend to choose women based on looks first, which is one of the worst things you can do, right? Especially if you're the type that have a type. Yeah, me want one of them dolly body, want one of them dolly there. Dolly expensive, my friend. Them ignorant and expensive. I've never met a smart one. Cause any woman who's smart and self-secured and love herself, respect herself, she don't want her body chop up and put in this in there and that in there to make it look this way and suck out the fat from out of your so and put it round there so and do these tatters, make them bigger and do something cut up your so and make my nose look straighter. She's not gonna chop up herself like that and all that. So by the time you end up with one of them there, the amount of money you have to pay for maintain a dolly. I remember, you are the man. And she came with nothing. And I actually heard, I think it's not Dancing Rebel, it's Pretty. I think a Pretty me here say it. Pretty said, no, me I say it straight, like, I'm a dolly. So, no broke boy can't afford me. Me need maintenance. And, you want dolly and you can't afford maintenance. Like, girl want them body done. Girl want, we here where cost this and, makeup a cost that and this and bag and shoes and outfit to match and them better be name brand too. So when you go take up all that now, and she never work a day to give you some of that money that she can't even afford the things them that she desires for herself, but she have you a pay for her desires. Imagine that. No, she's not planning on being a part of your empire, and she's not planning on building with you. She's there to see how much she can get until it's time to move on. That's my message to the man them. Elaine Williams said these younger women, they must leave older men alone because they don't want them. They only want their money. And that comes with a lot of pain and sorrow. Here's the thing. though, Elaine. We can't tell big people to leave big people alone. We can't tell some nasty man to leave the little picnic them alone. We can't tell some nasty woman to leave the little picnic them alone because they're predators. But we can't tell big people to leave big people alone. It's a contractual agreement of sorts. It's a relationship with benefits. That old man knows that in order to get a young girl will look like that, to be exclusively his, he's gonna have to pay for it. Because, I mean, be honest. You don't go to the grocery store walking around talking about, I'm in here looking for a fine 71-year-old and you are 20 something. You don't. And when you pass them, you're even more friendlier to them. Excuse me, let me get out your way so you can pass. You feel pity for them. You see their age on them. You address them as sir. So you're not looking for romance from those kind of people. Now you might run into one that one like saying keep up himself and stuff, and then you find out, oh, whole heap of money did it. Not like regular whole heap of money, like whole heap of money did it. And then the mind starts working if you're that kind of girl. Boy, you know long media road, you know much man me give myself to already. John, Pookie, Ray, Deshaun from down the block, Steven, the dirty one, Sean, him do me bad. God know. Walkfoot, Richard, Broke Pocket, James, pay half of everything with me, Steven. Me have a man now where can pay for everything and all I've ever dreamed of and more. He ain't my type. He could be my granddaddy. He remind me of my granddaddy every time I look at him. My granddaddy is not attractive to me. He's my granddaddy. But I'm going to work with it. And like somebody just said, me just turn it back way and give him some, you know, if you look on him face. Wow. Vicky says, fuck and collect. Yeah, that again is a transaction. A transactional agreement between two adults. And the man them must understand that. Which part the marriage I go? Where the marriage I go? If me rich and me up in a them age that I don't want no marriage from no young girl. You come, you do what you do, and you leave. I pay you some money and you go. That is me enjoying my money because I can't take it with me when I'm dead. I mean, what's the average next old man can't afford you. So your property. So come through when me feel like it. You know, slabble, gobble, do what you have to do. Get this money, girl, go. Do a little something a little strange for a little piece of change. You know, I'm that dirty old man. You ready to do something strange for a little piece of change, baby? Yeah. But wife her, and then I tell people, but that's your life and your life partner and your wife. How, sir? How? She. Anyhow, another person says savages and here and can be useful, but they need to account for put in place, hard to come out until needed. Well, so I go. So here what? The rest of the article says the contract killer who is already serving 19 years and 10 months for his role that he played in Tanya's murder, he's expected to start giving evidence today in court. Today. This is the man that big up Eat Good TV. Miss Margaret, good morning. Hey, if y'all never been over to Eat Good TV, go over to Eat Good TV. Just trust me. Go over to Eat Good TV. You think you can make Jamaican food and these things, but go. She's gonna put a different twist on it for you. Spice up your life. So shout out to Eat Good TV on YouTube and Miss Margaret, which is the owner operator of Eat Good TV. All right, back to this. So the contract killer, the same man who tell the judge said I couldn't do it because me and her did too close. That's why I make him do it. He's supposed to start giving his evidence and testimony today. So today, October 5th, I will be tuned in. That means when them print it out tomorrow, I'll have it for you and we can go over what he had to say. Devlin Bobla Minot had reportedly entered into an agreement with McDonald Beachy to kill his wife. And the way him said, this is how the story went, rumored. $1 million was given first. And them say, all right, this is going to be easy. Easy 1 mil. See? Mash her up on left her. Just bam, gunshot, right? Squeeze a trigger, go collect $1 million. Until the man said, me no want it so. Me I tell you how me want it. Stab up, neck cut, bun up, all these things. I want her to suffer. That was his words. I want her to suffer. That's when they said, well, you have to go up that money there in the basket. That's a whole heap of gruesomeness. You have to go up that money. And allegedly, the money was upped to $3 million. And then he had enough money now to subcontract a next person, the person who is on trial with Beachy right now. He had enough money now to subcontract him and still make a good money off of it. Attorney at law John Jacobs, Earl Hamilton, and Courtney Rowe, they are also representing Beachy Stout Mcdonald, while Ernest Davis is representing Barnes. So Barnes has one lawyer, Beachy have 3 lawyers. 3 good lawyers. Think about that. Morning, SouFLo. Blessings to all. I'm late today. Name of your man's group, Brothers United. Ooh, Sonia Unstoppable. Big up yourself. I like that. Brothers United. I have 2 already that I'm very much in love with already, but I can add that to the consideration. Brothers United. Here what? The story of the day is about BTS and his trial and the situation surrounding his. But, let me close off that part before we go into our next topic about the road them in Jamaica and how many people have lost their lives. And then, murder is the order of the day and these things. I see an African woman that said, she said, my husband never lift a finger. And if any of our friends ever came to the house and saw my husband cleaning up the house, in my culture, that would be an embarrassment, right? Walk with the story. That would be an embarrassment. So I'm like, why? Because man's supposed to help clean up on these things. You're living at the house too. You can't just expect the woman to do everything. She says, no, not her kind of husband. Her husband pays for everything. She said, when you have a man that pays the mortgage, right? He pays for all the house repairs and upkeep. People not think about them something there. My AC unit broke the other day at my house, a $5,000 that cost. Put a roof on this house, a new roof, a $10,000 that cost, right? The pool went bad the other day. I had to pay how much more money? Just to clean out the air vents them in this house cost me $540 the other day. You see that? All them things that add up, right? She said, when you have one of these kind of men that pay for these things, the mortgages, the house repairs and upkeeps, maintenance, plumbing, yard work, all these things, car insurance for both vehicles, pays for cable and internet, phone bill, utilities, light, sewer, garbage, all them bills, all different. Hey, for those of you who don't live a foreign, you see all them bills that we just call? Bills will kill you up your ear. But back to the topic. Because some other thing foreign is a better roads. But back to the topic. The woman said, if her man is doing all that, then there's no reason for her husband to lift a finger. I don't want him to come home to have to clean house and settle kids and do all that, right? Which led me to the part where I was like, yo, man, you got to know your worth. You got to know your worth. Because I noticed this new generation of women, right? New generation of women, they feel like a man must pay. And a man must pay for everything. And a man must do everything. And their job is to just look good. Half of them don't even know how to speak to that kind of a man when them have him. So they're expecting that same kind of a man to get abused, disrespected, talk to him how I feel like it. Oh, not because you think you pay all the bills around here, you can tell me what to do. You better shut up. Yeah, you know? Here what? Man, when you know no worth. When you need to know when women are off limits to you. Because not every woman that makes herself available to you is a good woman or is going to be a good woman with your best intentions, right? So you have to know your worth. And I asked the women them this. I say, so we know Pookie and Ray and Walkfoot Richard and Brock Pocket James and pay half of everything with me, Stephen, and all these men. These men are the men that actually broke a lot of these women's heart and jaded her. And by the time she get a man who is the Mr. Pay the mortgage and pay for the home repairs and pay for the maintenance, yard and car insurance and cable and internet and phone bill and utilities, water, sewer, light, this, that, and the other, and pay. And you don't have to lift a finger when any bill come in. Him are the man that get the most disrespect. And I think it's because something that Jerry Springer said a long time ago. Jerry Springer said, come, we used to watch Jerry Springer, you know, all the madness on his show. But if you notice, Jerry used to make sense at the end of the show. Now, at the end of the show, Jerry said at one of them, he said, that's one of the worst mistakes you can make. As a man, you take a young, able-bodied woman and you take her out of the rat race. And you have her just sitting there doing what? She's bubbling with energy and ideas. Put her out there, right? No way you should be, because that show particular was a man that was working almost 24 hours a day to maintain a lifestyle for a woman. And she was like 23 or 22. And she lived in a one luxury high-rise apartment, and this man is working one good job plus one menial job on the side. So he's hardly ever home. And they set up surveillance, and lo and behold, it's the guy that lived 2 doors down from him. Every time him go out, same gonna work, my boy, I look down the hallway and run 2 doors down, and she's ready and she lets him in. And when they finally showed it to him, right, the undercover detective them showed it to him in ball, and they must say, "Oh, you're so wicked! How could you do this to me?" She says, "You're never there." She said, "You're never there." The man said, I'm never there because I'm working to make you happy. What do you pay for? She said, I appreciate all that, but I have other needs too. So you can't win. And the worst thing I think you could do is just take her out of the rat race. Yeah, if there's nothing in, I'm talking about a woman when I have no picnic for you, she not do nothing. She's about herself, and you took her out the rat race? Nah. She needs to still know what it feel like to get up every morning and go hustle upon a minibus to go to work, or call like Uber if she can afford one. Them can't afford Uber all day, back and forth every day. So she got hustle upon the minibus till she can buy herself a car. Don't buy her no car. She needs to feel what it feel like to still go get fired from a job or get laid off and have to be running around. Hey, is anybody here hiring? Could I get an application? Got to get online and fill out application, get dressed and prepare ourselves for interviews. She needs to still know how money is made, because she will never respect your money. She don't give a damn if you up 24 hours a day to make that money. She will never respect your money, and she will never respect your journey unless it's a good woman. But she will never respect your journey as to how you get the money there. All she know is, you give me the life of luxury. I have a lot of time on my hands while you there work. I walk out your soul case. Some of them man here work some job. I drive past and see them, and I say to myself, say, him not have no back when him reach home. There's no way him can do nothing to no woman when him reach home. Man is bending over 90 degrees, constantly coming back up and flinging some big heavy piece of concrete and all them something there. Whole day, I do that for 5 minutes. I may not have no use. This man I do it for 8 hours a day, 9-10 hours a day. And then him supposed to come home, come put on walk like a stallion and a stuller, and him don't even get a healthy dinner to put back a little something in him back when he comes home. She ordered pizza for dinner and yam all of the pizza and left you 2 slices in the microwave. Yeah. So in essence, what I'm saying is, make sure you have a good woman that can take care of you. The last part of this before me switch up is this. Men know your worth. Women, me notice that the new woman them, they all for abusing men. They're all for abusing men. The only men they don't want to see abused is their brother. Yo, if a bitch ever try that with my brother, I say me thump off her face, or me beat up a girl. Hey girl, you can't be cheating on my brother, you bitch. You nasty ass girl. But they'll do all the same things to you. So it's only them brother and their own son they don't want to see get done like that. But they don't have a problem doing you like that. Remember that. Oh, call back. A call was coming in. I don't know why the phone ain't ringing. Anyhow, moving right along. Move in right along. Let's talk about the road now. Because, boy, treacherous out there. These Jamaican roads and my Jamaicans peoples, when time the road them bad, and we tell government, say, oh no, dirty thinking this and that, and we cost them thief the money for fix the road, them road can't fix from me little. I'm a big man now, and road still no fix. You know what I noticed about them road there? I noticed if the road have a whole heap of pothole and stuff, it slows down traffic. And from traffic slows down, less people die. So again, I've done this before. I have to do it again. We need to be controlled because we can't control ourselves. The number of people killed as a result of traffic crashes in Jamaica has now surpassed 300 for this year. According to the traffic authorities, 303 persons have been killed on the nation's roads as of Tuesday, October 2nd. The fatalities resulted from 282 crashes. 282 fatal crashes took the lives of 303. 300. I don't know if y'all understand how small Jamaica is. Some of y'all might think that Jamaica big as ever. I don't know if y'all understand how small Jamaica is. Let's tie in something else with this now. The murders. Yesterday, I saw you could fit a couple of Jamaicans into the state of Florida. That's how small Jamaica is. So 300 and something dead from just traffic accidents alone. Man, that's an epidemic. That's an epidemic. And when they don't fix the road, we complain. Politician and government, this and that. And when they do fix the road, we use it as racetrack. Fast and furious, my boss. And kill off yourself. And kill off other people. BM says 144 square miles. Jamaica is tiny. Jamaica is tiny. From Orlando to the heart of Miami is bigger than Jamaica. And it's still in the state of Florida. This is from one city to the next city. So there's no way Jamaica should be having 300 and something people dead just off of road. Live through Erica TV said, boys, the overtaking illegal in Jamaica, overtaking other cars, vehicles on the road. Every time I go there, man, and I'm videotaping, go back and watch, like look up SouFLoTV in Jamaica and see which one of the vlogs pop up and watch them long enough to see the driving. Them overtaking there. My audience always laugh at me, boy, so far you look like you're afraid when you drive down there. Let me tell y'all something. You can drive in Jamaica just like you drive anywhere else in the world. Here's the thing. Maintain a decent speed. They laugh. They're like, yo, you're stuck behind the truck. You can't tell, say, I know Jamaica you live all year long because you're stuck behind the truck for however long. Yeah, I'm going to stay right behind this truck right here until me feel safe to go. And if I don't feel safe to go, I'm just driving all the way to where I need to go, right behind this truck. I'm in no hurry. Arrive alive. I'm in no hurry. But if you look on how them drive at Jamaica, right? Run up behind a vehicle and say, man, you ain't on the next side and traffic is coming this way. And I'm in the car and I'm like, that's how me and Shakira, we both in the car. Damn! Blood fire! Just like that, you know? Because you're watching it and you're like, oh shit, it's about to happen. Yo, with the blood. May I say, how you drive so far? What is anybody trying to drive like that for? That's like playing Russian roulette. There's one bullet in this in this revolver, and it has 5 chambers. And I'm just gonna spin and squeeze the trigger. Oh, got lucky that time. Wasn't that one? Spin the barrel, squeeze the trigger. Oh, got lucky that time. Wasn't that one? Eventually, you're not gonna get lucky. Eventually, that head-on is going to happen. And if you don't believe me, look at the numbers. Over 300 dead. That's crazy. Of note is that despite surpassing the 300 mark, fatalities have actually decreased by 16%, while fatal crashes are down 10% this year when compared to last year, 2022. And them call this improvement. 300 dead and it's an improvement. Yo, I don't know, man. I don't know if we're just set on self-destruct. It's like a video game and somebody just set up on self-destruct and the button stuck right there. So, because between gunman, the gun killing off each other, and us driving to kill off ourselves and others. And then there are other natural causes of death. People get sick, people age out. People are dying from illness and they're dying from old age. It's like we don't want to be here. We're in a hurry to hand Jamaica over to all the other prospective people who want it. We don't want they here long enough. Because I can't understand why. Triple murder. Yesterday I wake up. Quadruple murder. Like a few days before that was double murder. I said, damn. Couple days later, 2 days later, I wake up. Went from double murder to triple murder. I wake up yesterday, quadruple murder. I'm like, what the are we? What we are doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Triple murder September 5th. Quadruple murder September 27th. Double murder October 2nd. October 4th. Quadruple murder again. What are we doing? It passed just one murder, you know. Yeah, somebody get killed down so yesterday. The people them never want to hear that no more. It's like we're no longer entertained. One somebody, and the news that man. So what go on today really? What Jada Kingdom has about Shensia or where? Like we don't want to hear that. Them have to up the ante now. Double murder happened this morning. Blood fire. 2 of them, man and woman, as a couple. I want go on. Now people are engaged in the conversation. Triple murder yesterday. Whoa, 3 of them. John no. Quadruple murder today. 4 people one time. One time them go wipe out a whole family. Steve James says Jamaica is roughly the size of Connecticut, and Connecticut is small. Quiet as it's kept, my father lives in Connecticut. Connecticut, I first place me go when me come a foreign. Landed in New York, but went to his house in Connecticut. But that's to show you. All that going on in this little small piece of space, it feels like somebody got us set on self-destruct. I don't get it. And we're gladly obliging. And you know, when you talk about these things, because you try to tell the people them, say, slow down. Just slow down. You're the boy that always try to make Jamaica look bad. You can't find nothing good to talk about. Why you always talk about everything bad? They never remember the videos that you're always teaching from. The videos you're always trying to encourage them. The videos where you're always try to tell the one them who run away and gone so they need to go back and invest. The videos where they never get those videos. They just listen to videos like these and they're like, here he go again. A foreign live man talk about what dead a foreign. Who are dead a foreign? But Jamaica is such a small space. I'm worried. I drive as careful as possible when I'm in Jamaica, but this is what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the person that's flying, coming around that corner, and me dead safely driving. Think about how many people lost their lives like that. I've seen cases where the person who was speeding and careless driving right off a car and kill about 2-3 people in it who were doing the normal speed limit and who were driving carefully. You know? So, of course, my concern. Because when I'm in Jamaica, I drive everywhere. Me talk about me touch all corners of Jamaica when I'm there driving. So why wouldn't I be concerned? Yo, one time I'm down in Westmoreland and a white BMW. The road have nothing but cane field on two sides, and the road full of pothole and the road about this maga. And the way how that white BMW they fly past me, I swear to God, I prayed. I was praying inside myself. I didn't even see it coming. Me here, zoom past me, and I saw white. I'm barely catch it was a BMW. The way how they flew past me, my vehicle rocked like this, you know. I mean, I said, West, somebody a drive go up on this a little road like that. And the whole time I'm driving, I'm like, me definitely I go see this person wrap up around a tree somewhere down the road or something. I remember one time I was down there and we got through. When I place the name down the west, we have the I can't remember the name. So, but anyway, we got through a place around one part. The place where I said that place could be a major tourist attraction is down west. It could be a major tourist attraction. Like everybody who sells in there, Holland Bamboo. Thank you. Everybody who's selling a Holland Bamboo end up sell the same thing every day. And me I try to tell the people themselves, think if 10 hours in there selling and y'all selling the same thing right beside each other, most of you aren't gonna make any money for the day, right? If your brother sell coconut, you supposed to sell something that's made of coconut. Or if you must sell coconut, you supposed to have something that's like outer border. If you look at all the stall them outer border, the one last on the end, I can't remember her name right now, but I've publicized her information many times over. It's two women that work down at the end. One do bummy, and bummy is strictly our business. And let me tell you, say our bummy them good. You know the old school way of making bummy them a greater cassava and squeeze out and all these things. Her bummy them is so fresh. They talk about crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, kind of thing. You get a fresh bummy. And she work right alongside the lady that sells fish. Be a fresh fish. Fresh bummy. The fish fry right in front of you. She have the bummy to go with it. Me stop there to buy fish. I end up see her. I said, bummy, go with fish. This is how we have to do. But no, we compete against each other so much. If Marcus sell 20 coconut today, me feel see a coconut alone me if sell tomorrow. And then the next man come and say the two of them I sell coconut and them I make money. So me I sell coconut too. But back to the roads. It was in Holland Bamboo. Well, the road there in Holland Bamboo tear my tire one time during curfew. And I had to friggin' pull over and change my tire. But I see a car fly through there, see? And then the car down the road. I said, we're going to see this car somewhere. You see, when we reach, I got through Holland Bamboo, the car turned upright. I don't know how the car got there, but the car looked like it climbed the tree and end up on the two back tire them, standing upright like one of them Transformer movies. It was weird to see. Now you can imagine how much speed you have to be traveling with in order to end up in a position like that. The people them down there kill off themselves. You know, somebody said, yeah, enough of them buy them license. They don't really go to a proper driving school, learn how to drive, and all that. They bought their license. I don't know if that's true. Yes, Inga baby. I've been trying to tell them for the longest, but these are the things that people don't look at when they're trying to criticize you about how you must hear Jamaica. Y'all talk about bad things. Why y'all don't talk about all the good stuff and the ideas I give them? Right now, I'm still wait for somebody to go down to the river where they have the raft them and get two pretty girl and tell them, come, we go down a river, go make some money. Register your business with the entity that controls the river rafts. and they don't need to be licensed masseuse. That's a business idea that can be fruitful. Men go down there, them want get massage and rub down to just like how the girl them down there in them G-string bathing suit, a skin out back way and have man and rub up them hole. The man them want go down there go get a massage too. You think there isn't a market for it? But you can tell people how to be rich, or you can show them the blueprint. You can give them the business idea. What Granny said? What did Granny say? You can lead the donkey down at the water, but you can't force the donkey to drink. The donkey will stay by the water and dead of thirst, right there beside the water. That's how a lot of our people are. I'm going to just lay down right here next to this pond of clean water and just die of thirst. And still cost you. Who's a man massage man now in Jamaica? Where you get that from? Me no see it yet. Haven't seen it yet on the river. Haven't seen it yet. I can't say that. I cannot say that. I see women massaging men. And I see men massaging women. And even if them get to a place in Jamaica where man a massage man, and yeah, justify it and I say, well, it's just a massage and he's a licensed masseuse. What's the problem? You go to a man doctor, right? When you go get your prostate check and go get your balls feel up and go get your turnaround and finger, as a man doctor, you go down. So why me can't go to a man masseuse? But that would never be a commonplace in Jamaica. That's why I get the idea and say, get a couple of good-looking girls. Here's the funny thing. They have a couple of good-looking girls advertising them as dancers who people for videos can hire to come dancing at them video. And I see a whole heap of them kind of girl there, ready to go dancing a people dance video and get paid for it. Well, the same money there. It's just a different type of service. Rub down a foreigner might get you even more money. See? Vicky says, why for that? Yeah. Why? Thanks, but I don't drink milk. I'm about to go be a Freeport man massage. Lord God. Anyhow, so if noted that to date, pedestrians account for 19% of the road users who have died since the start of the year. Pedestrians, people get licked down. Private motor vehicle drivers account for 18%. Private motor vehicle passengers account for 10%. Motorcyclists account for 33%. So between the, let me see, private motor vehicle drivers and motorcyclists are the main ones that are dying. At the same time, commercial motor vehicles, passengers make up 3% of the road users to have died from the crashes so far this year. So the people them who say, me here said them taxi man there are the wickedest. Guess what? As mad as the taxi man them a drive, is only 3% of the death them come from taxi drivers in collision this year, or public transportation. Only 3% is people in their private vehicle going about them business feel like they want to race. That's killing themselves and other people off. No taxi driver can drive mad with me, you know. You better stop this, Ross, and let me out. Let me out right here, sir. Okay, thank you. Bye. If you can drive the speed that I dictate, you can't carry me. Pedal cyclists and pillions account for 5%. Man, I ride bicycle, get licked down, and pillions are the guys that ride on the back of a motorcycle when you have two riders on it. They account for 5%. And public passenger vehicles account for 4%. The group classified as most vulnerable road users are pedestrians, pedal cyclists, motorcyclists, and pillion riders. Account for 62% of all the road deaths combined this year. Meanwhile, males, the man them, account for 89%, and females account for only 11%. That means that the women, they're not trying to kill off themselves on the road, but apparently the men are. I don't know if she texts and say I'm gonna work. And my boy say fast and furious, my boss. Can you have to reach over there? 89% of that 303, 89% are the men. Amid it all, the ITA is calling for increased caution when traversing these roads. Despite road crashes and fatalities trending down, it's noted that in the second quarter of this year, 109 lives were lost, with motorcyclists accounting for the highest number, followed by pedestrians and private motor vehicles. The parishes of St. Andrew, St. Catherine, Westmoreland accounted for the highest numbers of fatalities to date. All right, let me close off this one by saying this. When Jamaica start upgrade, right? The infrastructure, all the infrastructure building you hear them talking about, couple of things they're not building. Them not build some good bus stop, and they're not building sidewalk. I'd never been to Westmoreland until I started being with Shakira. Where she come from? But it made me see how the people down at Westmoreland, they get licked down regular, you know. The people them down there get licked down regular for them bike and motorcycle and something like that. The riders that ride the motorcycles in Westmoreland, first of all, are like some stunt rider. Everybody ride fast. And you know, it's not a cultural thing, I would say, but it's something that is special to Westmoreland, where they do like bike taxi and all that. It's a beautiful sight to see. Because when I landing at the place, that's how I know I reach a west. When I see beer motorcycle around me. And picnic on back a motorcycle, like they carry kids to school back and forth. It's a transportation, and brothers can use this way to make a living off their bike. And some big fat man, I sit down sideways on the motorcycle, full hand like this. I say, mama balance is impeccable. And brother, I ride. I'll go up some hill and some dolly. And she sit down sideways, so facing out, so. So it's cool to see. It's cool to see, but there's no sidewalk. So I'm not surprised that pedestrians and people who ride bicycle actually make up the most of who get killed, along with people in private cars, right? They don't have no sidewalk. They have no sidewalk. Matter of fact, most of Jamaica have no sidewalk. So you have to walk in at the road at the risk of being licked down to go anywhere you want to go if you're walking. Live through Erica TV says, fat, fluffy, that's me. Fluffy. Fluffy. What I said? Them a build no school, factory, training center. Rush Jada says, yeah, them must build infrastructure, but no sidewalk. I think sidewalks would help. Sidewalks would help. Last topic for the morning, though. Because I can't talk and preach my Jamaican people no more than that. All me I say is, when I'm on the island, please don't kill me off. And I pray to God that I don't end up being a victim. You know? But you can't really say nothing. Because I've seen some of the accidents, them up close, like they're gruesome. The things what happen to people, body bend up and bust up. And they've seen it, and it's still not a deterrent for them. They will watch it and go out there tomorrow and zing again. You can't talk to somebody like that. You can't convince somebody like that not to do that. That's what they do. So me just a pray say me no get catching it. And I'm telling you to be careful out there. Right? Last story for the morning. Rachet. Being Rachet pays. Being Rachet pays. You ever wonder why these girls today, young ladies, are the way they are? It's because being Rachet pays. Now check it. I'm going to introduce you to Chrisean Rock, right? For those who follow reality television in hip hop world, it is hard to pretend that you do not know Chrisean Rock. I keep saying her name the wrong way, but Chrisean Rock just had her baby, and she had the baby on Instagram, going live. New generation, everything have to be televised, right? Going live on Instagram, having her baby, push out the baby and everything. Then the baby got christened, and the father was not there, and then she and the father blueface them in issues, and them always a fight and enough thump up, and she always a thump him up, and I don't know how she remember how she get her tooth knocked out. But I want to show you something, because people see these girls, and I want to show my young sisters something. Y'all see these girls, and you follow. She Rachet and she getting money, so I can get money the same way. And you forsake traditional route. I don't go to college. I don't want no education. I want to be a social media influencer. So get up every day and put on makeup and find man who buy nice clothes for you until you can't afford to buy nice clothes for yourself, because you tell yourself the checks are going to be coming in. And these different brands are going to be sending me stuff all the time. By the way, that's what Shakira does. And I'm trying to get her to like diversify her portfolio, do other things too. But she's stuck on growing her thing. And honestly, every single day, something come on my yard. Or should I say our house. Every day. But it takes a lot of work to get there. Always a package from all these different companies that want her to do reviews, right? And they're paid reviews and these kind of things. So there's money out there to be made. But when you see the dysfunctionality of a lot of these females, like for instance, Chrisean Rock, she's one of the most dysfunctional people on television. For those who follow reality television in the hip hop world, it is hard to pretend that you don't know Chrisean Rock or who she is, or her equally tumultuous relationship with fellow rapper Blueface. The young celebrity is just as well known for the drama that tends to follow her as she is for her accomplishments. Along with featured on several reality shows, she's a model and she's a rapper. Given her high visibility, you might be curious as to her current net worth in 2023. Well, let's talk a little bit about her life. She was born Chrisean Malone in 2000, New Pickney in 2000. The artist originally hailed from Baltimore, Maryland, and she came from a rather large family with include 11 siblings. She later relocated to Minnesota, where she ultimately graduated from high school. No found now graduate high school because I feel like social media I go do it for no. You're not even sticking around long enough to graduate high school. I'm trying to show you these girls are smart. They know that Rachet pays. So they dumb down to collect that check. But don't think for a second that they're actually living that life that they're selling you, that you should be influenced by and you should follow it to live by it too. That's the message. So she relocated from Minnesota, where she ultimately graduated high school. Now, while little is known about her childhood, most insiders agree that she has always had a love for music, and it's not until after high school that she began to pursue a career in music. However, she did attend Santa Monica College in California as a student athlete. That means that she run track or play some sports, plus she made good grades, and she went to college as well. After high school, she began releasing songs while also honing her craft as a songwriter, such as Rainy Days, Lovely, Word to My Brother, Aiden Ross Diss Track, and a few others that she's released. Her YouTube channel helped to push her to go viral. She earned more than 189,000 subscribers, along with connecting with a larger audience. A lot of you think, oh, 300,000 subscribers, rah. You can make money with 50,000 subscribers. It depends on what your business is outside of YouTube. I be trying to school people on YouTube. Them tell me about a show off, me a show off. I'm trying to tell you how to get to the bag. But I'll save that for another day. So Chrisean Rock's first foray into reality TV shows was on the Fox competition Ultimate Tag in 2020. That show followed contestants as they must essentially play a game of tag and avoid getting tagged out of navigation while they're navigating the course. She won, completing that course in just 50 seconds. She also nabbed the $10,000 grand prize. Now, after that feature, she later appeared on the show Blue Girls Club. Yeah, some of y'all might not know that. A series of followed a formula similar to Flavor of Love, with hopeful women competing for Blueface's attention. During this time, she collaborated with the rapper Blueface on a track called Lonely or Loney, which was then followed by another viral track called Vibe that was popular on Spotify. And so she's collecting money through streams as well, right? Right. In 2022, Chrisean was still a hip-hop reality television darling, and this time she was a cast member on a show called Baddies. The network and later spin-off that again paired her with Blueface in another show called Blueface and Chrisean. So they worked their way up to their own show. Crazy in Love. But with the spin-off, Chrisean Rock is now credited as the executive producer of that show on a major network that runs constantly. Executive producer. Now, the dramatic parts of their relationship, they've been together for a couple of years now. Her relationship with Blueface has been well documented. It is tumultuous and dysfunctional as ever. If you like seeing what happened between Chris Brown and Rihanna back in the day that caused all the drama, just think of that. That is Chrisean Rock and Blueface relationship 24/7, and it's become something popular with nobody screaming anymore because the abuse is the other way around. Like Blueface will talk, but she's the one who's punching him in the face and blacking his eye and all that other kind of stuff, and it sells. Crazy. A woman abusing a man sells. She also has a bachelor's degree in sports medicine. Hello, ladies. She also has so when she go to college out in California, she was a student athlete. She was on a scholarship for athletics. Student athlete that also has a bachelor's in sports medicine. So you can't go and follow them woman where take they loose head and if you bitch and my teeth out, I don't get dang gonna act like I don't know how to talk and all that. They know how to speak properly. They know how to articulate themselves properly. They are well educated. She sat down and mastered, let me see how I'm going to get to this money. Because the traditional way, I'm going to have to go work for somebody, work my way up, or open a business and hope that it succeeds. Or I can go this way. That's why you can't fault them. That's why one time, what's your name, that went missing the other day and people are talking about social media influencer, them girl left to go look work. That's why I was telling y'all, don't shoot our girls for doing it. Because you'll be surprised at the kind of money that's in it. And this ain't back in the day where everybody have to go fill out a job application. The young generation has mapped their way to the money faster than the new generation. This is the first time in history that so many young people are becoming millionaires and multi-millionaires before they even hit 30 years old. A lot of them before they even hit 25. So Chrisean Rock's net worth, as it stands for 2023, while Chrisean Rock has become a household name in some circles, she is still at the beginning of her net worth journey. She's stacking it up. She's new to it. According to figures that were released, Chrisean's net worth is currently $2 million US. 2 million US. And she's 20 something still. Young 20 something. 2 million US from ratchetness. And guess what? Her net worth is only going to grow because she's the executive producer of a show that's constantly running now. She has her own reality TV show. She has all these brand deals with all these different major brands. I remember a Jamaican woman who does business. I ain't gonna call your name. She called me and she said, because I do ads, right? She called me and she said, SouFlo, how much to do an ad for my business? You know, and we have a behind the scenes talk. So, what is your business? She explained to me what her business is, and I explained the best way to pitch it to my audience, how I would do it, and I gave her a price range. After that, she said, yeah, I'm not worried about the money. I didn't know you charge so little because other people with the same amount of viewership as you and subscribers, they charge a whole lot more, which I know. She said the only thing that bothers me is I don't want to associate my brand with somebody that curse all the time. And after watching a couple of your videos, I realized that you're always using profanity. I mean, you may not use it a lot, but you do. So thanks for talking to me, and I don't want to waste your time. I said to myself, at first I told her, thank you. I said, hey, thanks for reaching out. You know, if ever, then swing back this way. No hard feelings. But then I was thinking to myself, and I'm like, the people that promote big brands, which you wish your big brand could grow to, that's giving Chrisean Rock them millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars for ad campaigns. They thrive off of what she does to get people to pay attention. So let me break down the maths for you. All you have to do, get on social media, act crazy, everybody's going to pay attention. Once they pay attention, sell them something. While they're paying attention, give them more craziness, sell them some more thing. Pitch the same thing you're selling again. And as you keep doing it, they keep buying and they want to see more of you coming crazy. You keep the craziness going. I punched my boyfriend in the eye. I big and black and solo to yasa. I got arrested last night. I got released this morning. I'm in the club loud fighting with somebody. I seen Chrisean take off on a girl. She could fight. She could fight. And a lot of girls are scared of her. I seen her take off on one girl and she boxed the girl like she was a professional boxer. Those videos go viral. While those videos are going viral on different platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, wherever, these people who are selling their brand to the world, they come to you. They're like, yo, do a short mention, or they pay the head platform to attach their ad to your video because they know that certain amount of people are going to see this within a certain amount of time. That's how it works. So the woman will tell me about meat costs too much. Have you ever watched people like these? They curse right through. They're derogatory and dirty and disrespectful right through. And her net worth sits at 2 million US already. And she's early 20s. Just saying. Lesson of the day is this. Don't follow people that you see on social media thinking that their bad behavior, what you see, is something that you should emulate and not try to do something progressive and productive for yourself behind the scenes. Please understand that this is entertainment. And if I act the way how you act, you would be bored of me. If I'm what you see on a regular basis and me just some regular schmegler old Joe that say the same crap every day, I'll be bored. I don't want to see that. Change the channel. I want to see something else. So it's all a marketing scheme to get to the millions. Make sure you're doing something progressive and productive for yourself. Don't follow what you're being fed. All right? Unless you mapping it like they doing it all the way to the money. All right. Veronica Gale said, pretty done. There you have it. There you have it. Who say more fuck, F word, bomb drop, suck out and kiss out me dirty bum, this, that. Who say more than that? All right. All right. With that said, leave your comment to the comment section below on all these things and continue the conversation. Have a wonderful day. We are well past the hour. Go with God and walk good. And remember, karma is real. So you better think about what you do before you go do it. Karma is real. So you better think about what you're doing before you go do it. Think about it. I'll catch y'all tomorrow right here on Morning Thoughts. Festive Friday. All right? I'm out. Peace.